So my name is Shelly and I am a Microsoft certified trainer in PL 400, which is Power Platform Development. Today, I'm going to discuss about the Microsoft Power Apps platform, which is Canvas app. So Microsoft Power Apps is an innovative program designed to democratize software development and make it easy for organizations to rapidly spin up custom applications. To do so, Power Apps uses low-code software development technique that enables users to design and develop apps by dragging and dropping components into a flowchart style formation. Low-code development has become popular in recent years, and Power Apps users can use the program to build either Canvas applications or model-driven applications. So here I'm going to discuss about how we can create Canvas app. So what are Canvas applications? So Canvas apps are exactly what they sound like. So Power Apps is going to provide us with a blank canvas onto which we can drag and drop components in any formation to design a user interface. Once everything is in its proper place, we can make additional adjustment to the size and formatting of each of these components. So when you are satisfied with your design, we can connect it to one or more data sources using basic Excel style formulas. The primary appeal of the Canvas app in Power Apps is their ease of use, since you don't have to worry about how data is structured with Canvas app. So they are going to offer much more intuitive user experience than model-driven apps. We are able to use PowerPoint and have basic understanding of the Excel formulas. We can build Canvas apps. Canvas apps also allow for a high degree of creativity and individuality. No two apps are ever exactly the same. And as the added bonus, Canvas app can pull data from over 200 unique data integration sources right out of the box, making them more flexible than model-driven apps. So now let us see how these Canvas and the Canvas app also has a responsive by design. So they come up with two basic options, landscape or portrait orientation. So that's it is possible to make Canvas app responsive by adjusting the size and positioning of different controls in relative terms to screen size using hard-coded values. However, this process must be repeated for every individual control within the app, of which there could be hundreds of making it tedious and time consuming. We can make Canvas app. So there are three ways from which we can build our app. So we can either build it from the template, either we can build it from a data source or from a blank canvas. So now let us go to our make.powerapps.com and there let us see how we can make our app. So we will go to make.powerapps.com. So this is our make.powerapps.com. So it is having all the options of either you can start it from the blank. So you have the Canvas app from blank, model driven app from blank, or portal from blank. Either you can select it from the data or you can either select it from a template. But today what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create my Canvas app from the data. So what would be my scenario which I'm going to talk? So here we will generate a mobile app where the data source will be our Microsoft Excel workbook that's stored in Microsoft OneDrive for Business. So this Excel workbook is going to list the company inventory and of flooring samples with pictures and prices. So what we will do here is we have created that workbook. We have created our workbook and we have saved that in our Microsoft OneDrive for Business. So from here, we will just select this Excel online. Once we select this Excel online, this is going to take us to this page where you have where we will use the connections to connect both of them. So since for me, I have already created a connection, but if you have not created the connection, so what we can do here is we can go to this new connection. You can select the OneDrive for Business, like this is the OneDrive for Business. And once you create, click on this create, it is going to create a connection. But since for me, I have already created a connection, so I'll select this OneDrive for Business, and this is going to give me the list of files I have to choose. So this is my coding estimate file, so I'll select this. And then I have to choose a table. So what table we want, this is the table which we want. And once we click on this, this is going to connect. This is going to create our app. Since we have taken our data source, now our next point here would be to see how our data source, how it is being connected. So now you can see that you have the app, you have the listed everything. So once you click on this preview, let us preview the app which has been created. So this is the app which has been created, which is having the name of the carpet and its description. So once you click on this, you can view your details here. You can edit the details here, and you can even delete the details here. So you have the option to go back and through and see the details. You have the search option as well. So if you want to select this, suppose I select carpet. So you can see that everything listed with the carpet is being shown here. So it's a responsive design which is being made. But let's go back. Let's close this preview mode and let's see what other feature it also has provided us. So with this, what we can see here is you have this preview option, and you have your browse screen option. You have the files option. So once you click on this file, you can save your files. You have your home, you have your insert thing. So here you have your label, you have your buttons, text, input, gallery. So what is this? These are the controls in our Power Apps. Before proceeding with the app which we have made, let us discuss about what are the controls in our Power Apps. So these are the controls in our Power Apps. It is going to have the gallery. So these controls are the layout containers. So this is the layout containers that hold a set of controls that show records from a data source. Then we have the option of forms. So this is the form. So here you have the edit and display. So these controls will show you the details about your data and will let you create and edit it. Then you have the media. So these controls let you add the background images, include a camera button, or also that the users can take pictures from the app, a barcode reader, or quickly capturing identification information and more. Then you have the charts option. So you can have your column chart, line chart, pie chart, or your Power BI tile as well. Then we have the icons option. So it is providing us the complete details. So what we want to insert in our tab, we can have that. But now let's come back to our flooring estimate, which is being created over here. So you can see here that this is our browse screen. So when you click on this preview where this browse screen is written, so once you click on here, so this is our browse screen. So what is this browse screen? So the controls which it is having, like it is having our browse gallery. So what is this? So this gallery control is going to take up the most of the screen, and it will show the data from our data source. So you can see that from this data, you have your separators, these are the separators it is talking about. So once you click on the separator, it will tell you that this is the separator. Then you have the next arrow, which is this arrow. Then you have the body, which is listed here. So if you will select this body and suppose you want to, you can do that as well. Then you have your subtitles, you have your titles, and then you have the image. So as soon as you click on these, you can get the response that what all these are talking about. And this is the function panel, which it is having. Then this was about the browsing. Then now let us explore our details screen. So this is our details screen. So this details screen is going to have our details form. So once you click on this arrow, it will give you all the forms. So this is the detail form which it is having. So this is the control. This control is going to contain other controls and the data card for each field of the record that is being displayed. Then you have your data card one. So what is the data card over here? So this is the data card which we are talking about. So what is this data card? So this is a card control. Each card is going to represent a single field of the record and in this case, it shows a flooring category from flooring estimates table. And then you have the icon edit option. So this is the icon edit option. So with this control, when this is going to be selected, it opens the edit and create screen so that the user can edit the screen. So once these screens are now, we will see what is this edit screen it's having. So edit screen is going to have your edit form one. So this is your edit form one. So this is the control which is going to contain a data card for each field of the record that is being edited. Then we have the data card. So what is this data card? So this is the data card which we are talking about. Similarly, as we have discussed in the details screen, that this is the another card control that shows flooring category from the flooring estimate table. And then we have this icon, which is the accept, which is going when this control will be selected, it is going to save our user changes. So this is what we have created from connecting it with our Excel sheet. So now let's see it once that how it is going to work. So now suppose I go back to here and I want to see this carpet. Now suppose if you want to create a new item. So when you click on this, you can have the category, you can write the name, you can write the overview, you can write the price, and you can explore it. So in this way, we can create our Canvas app from connecting it with our Excel sheet. So this is what this is how we can create our Canvas app and use them. Now the question comes how we can use them. So what we'll do here is we will click on this file, we will save this. So you can save as. So this is going to, we'll save this in our app cloud. So we'll name it as Flooring Estimate app. And then we are going to save this. Right here and we will save this. So this is going to save. So this is now saved to our cloud. So it will take time to save it, save it in our Power App. So here from here you can see all your versions of your app as well. So these are the version which we have done, which we have created. And if you want to share your app, you can share it as well. So this is how we can create our Canvas app from connecting it with a data source. So that's all how we have created it. Thank you.